What's up, everybody? This is going to be a long video, so I will screenshot all my picks. I'll also, I'll add this fucking page to the end of my video so you guys can screenshot it, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just a little stupid this morning. And I'll also add my week 2 picks to the end of the video as well. If you want to check my week 2 picks out, I believe it was Thursday I posted that. Usually post that video Wednesday or Thursday. Unfortunately, I have to make decisions before a lot of the injury news and whatnot comes out, but it is what it is. All right, so let's start with Kaimi Fairbairn. I forget how to pronounce his name. Over 7.5 kicking points, plus 100 on Hard Rock Bet. He is the kicker for Houston. Justin Jefferson, over 5.5 receptions, minus 115 on PointsBet. He's hit the 7 straight at home. He plays for Minnesota. Jahan Dotson, over 10.5 receiving yards. I love this play. Jahan Dotson finally knows the system. Hurts is comfortable with them. And for a third wide receiver to only need 11 yards in a game, that's like 1 catch. Basically, I like Jahan a lot. Plays for Philly. I will be looking at Grant Calcaterra because typically Hurts will rely on him when Dallas Goedert is out. Goedert's out for this game against KC today, but I'm unsure on that. Noah Fant, over 2.5 receptions, plus 110 on Ballybet. He's hit this 10 straight games, plays for Cincinnati. Josh Allen, over 6.5 rush attempts, minus 115 on Fanatics. He's hit this 6 straight road games, plays for Buffalo. Breece Hall, over 54.5 rush yards, minus 122 on Sport Trade. He's covered 6 straight at home and plays for the Jets. Theo Johnson, over 2.5 receptions, plus 123 on Ballybet. He's covered this number 7 straight, plays for the Giants. Joshua Carty, over 1.5 made field goals. Sorry, I have trouble reading my writing again. Over 1.5 made field goals, minus 135 on ESPN Bet. He's covered this 6 straight, plays for the Rams. Tony Pollard, over 85.5 rushing receiving yards combined, minus 115 on Fanatics. He plays for Tennessee. Sorry, as you guys will see when you screenshot this, if you do, I wrote it down twice as props. So I'm getting really fucking confused early in the morning on Sundays, especially football Sundays, because I tend to have a little smoke as I'm doing my research. Jerry Jeudy, over 4.5 receptions, minus 105 on Botano. He's covered this 10 straight, plays for Cleveland. David Njoku, over 4.5 receptions, plus 130 on Fanatics. He's covered 5 straight road games, plays for Cleveland. DJ Moore, over 4.5 receptions, minus 115 on Hard Rock Bet. He's covered this 8 straight, plays for the Bears. Jahmyr Gibbs, over 3.5 receptions, minus 105 on Betway. He's covered 6 straight, plays for the Lions. Sides I'm on, New York Jets, plus 5.5, plus 106 on Novig. Philadelphia, minus 113 on Novig on the money line. Super Bowl rematches, 15-5 or 7-2 the last 9 or something like that. And one of those stats is the correct one for Super Bowl rematches, where the Super Bowl champion has come back and they have a winning record in the regular season the next year in the rematch. So I'll roll with my Eagles over the Chiefs. I actually like them over Kansas City today anyways because of the O-line, D-line discrepancies. Tennessee, plus 5.5, plus 100 on the score bet. Anytime TD scores, I'm just going to list them off without odds. Derrick Henry, Jalen Hurts, Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Cheney, Jamar Chase, James Conner, CeeDee Lamb, Brian Thomas Jr., Josh Allen, Chuba Hubbard, A.J. Brown, Tony Pollard, Breece Hall, James Conner, Kyle Pitts, Nico Collins, and Brock Bowers. Those are the anytime TD plays. Over to WNBA playoffs start today. I'll quickly go through my picks, and then I'll give you my full breakdown for the playoffs. Jessica Shepard, over 7.5 points, minus 128 on Botano. She's hit this number 4 of 5, 11 and 12 in her 2 games versus the Valkyries. Veronica Burton, over 9.5 rebounds and assists, and minus 114 on FanDuel. She's hit this 9 of 10. She's had 10 and 12 versus Minnesota this year. Brianna Jones, over 13.5 points, plus 118 on Novig. She's hit this 4 of 8. She's had 6, 21, 15, and 19 versus Indiana. Emma Meesman, probably my favorite play of the day, regardless of sport. over 9.5 points, plus 132 on Novig, 14 of 17. She's hit this number on the season, and she had 17 in her only game versus Phoenix this year. Skylar Daigans-Smith over 5.5 assists, minus 105 on Botano. She's hit this 3 of 5, had 6 versus New York. She's pretty consistent with that 5, 6, 7 assists, especially that hitting that 6 assists exactly. Playoff breakdown. I have Minnesota over Golden State in round 1. Las Vegas Aces over the Seattle Storm in round 1. Atlanta Dream over the Indiana Fever in round 1. Caitlin Clark, she's not playing again this season. Phoenix over New York in round 1. Round 2, I got Minnesota beating Phoenix in the semis, and I got the Aces over the Dream in the other semifinal. And then I have the Lynx beating the Aces in the championship game. That's all my picks for today. I will, like I said, add this sheet, both these sheets, to the end of the video, coming right up after I give my piece.